Sami, amazing to talk to you again. The last time we met was last night when we were cooking with some pretty amazing wild food recipes, and you're a renowned wild food mastermind, forager, chef. Also been running a cuisine in London.
Yes.
Yeah. Every time we meet, always something fun and exciting happens.
Very true. That's why it's great to meet you. It's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, definitely. What does it mean to you to live life to the fullest?
Life to the fullest. I guess that's just like an inbuilt thinking for me. It's just enjoying life and only doing stuff that I really enjoy or I want to learn more about or I want to challenge myself. That's what it's about.
Amazing. And I think that's something that really inspires the people around you as well. Where does your passion for food stem from? Where did it all begin?
This was like 22 years ago, I decided I need to do something with my life. I need to decide what I want to do. And then I went to cookery school and here we are. But to be honest, the main thing why I'm still in food industry is the fact that in 1997 I came to London and the restaurant scene in London was like really blooming up, and I happened to got a job in the most sort of appreciated restaurant at that time. And when I came to the big city like London, the food scene and the food cultures and restaurant culture, because it was just blooming into the new sort of a level, I was part of it, and that opened my eyes for possibilities and opportunities of working with food.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what's the root of the wild food story? How did you get into foraging and wild foods?
Yeah, I put it in a short. Basically, this was also in London. This hippie-looking guy came to restaurant one day where I was working as a head chef, and out of nowhere he came with a sack of sea kale on his shoulder and asked me if you want to buy sea kale. And I was like, who the heck are you? What are you doing here this time of the day? And what the bloody is sea kale? So it was such a weird moment.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and I took a handful of that sea kale and I blanched it and put it on a plate, seasoning and a little bit of hollandaise sauce, and I tasted it. And until today, I've been cooking for a while now, I've been traveling and stuff. That's the most noble vegetable I have ever tasted or come across on this planet. So I was lucky to be introduced to wild plants with such a noble plant called sea kale. Yeah. And then later on we went to forage that and other stuff. And then when I moved to Finland, I got bored of the stuff that the normal suppliers were sending me. It's like basically vegetables, herbs and salad leaves that have been stored for 2 weeks. And when the delivery guy came in, I could see that there is no glow on the vegetables. There was no aura. And I had been used to work with only the very best ingredients. In London, competition is high, so only the best survive. So you really get the best, ingredients here. And then I decided that I only want to work with the best ingredients. Then I had no choice but to go to the wilderness and start learning. And then after that, I had wide range of multicolored, characterful, nutritious and fresh, heavy kind of and shiny vegetables and other plants, herbs and stuff. And those are the basic for my cooking. I always want to bring the main attention to the ingredients, not to me or what I can do with it. That's secondary thing. It's the ingredients need to come up on the plate.
Which brings us to the principles. What are the guiding principles for you when you consider food and cooking?
A guiding principle is to use extremely seasonal, local ingredients, ideally from wild nature, and give them the glory they deserve. And always respect the natural shapes of the ingredients and interfere as little as possible. I use a lot of raw stuff, and nowadays also the nutritional value is very high on my list. So the food is not just for for fun or like good tasting experience, but it also needs to make you feel good.
So how do you, in your daily life, like in your busy weekly schedule, how do you balance the functionality with the calendar pressure?
Easy life. This is not just marketing. I absolutely love this, and because I have a hectic lifestyle, Amber Night saves my life. Many days a week. Simple as that.
That's amazing to hear. To hear. And also what's especially exciting to me right now in the whole scene that I'm seeing is connecting to the very roots of the origins of the ingredients. Are there any exciting trends going on in the food scene right now that you're especially excited about?
Well, basically plant-based cooking. That's my passion now as well. And obviously, so the plant-based cooking and also ingredients from wild nature. You know, I've been talking about them already, but those are the key things that also keeps me going. Yeah. And raw food. If you eat fish or meat, then the best quality and served raw, that's something that really turns me on in a way.
So what would your advice be for someone who's not yet acquainted with foraging scene or the raw food scene, but would like to kind of dive in and start to explore that
That's
space?
a good question, good point. I don't know, just find out who's sort of a leading person or who inspires you the very most and just start following him or her and then learn the basics and take it from there. And don't be shy, like with wild plants, you know. Just fucking use, with wild plants, just use, you know, hefty amounts, you know. Get the message, get the information from Mother Earth in those plants. Not just, oh, this is nice. Just make a big salad, eat it, and feel the difference.
Exactly. Just getting that connection back.
Get it going, yeah.
I love it. Oh, always a pleasure talking to you, Sami.
Likewise, thank you.
Thanks.